Hello everyone and welcome to another Timeless video. So today we're really taking a look at another Stifle Titan deck in Timeless format. And this is gonna be a very nice energy killer because we are also gonna be main decking some Wrath of the Skies. And we're gonna be finishing opponents off with some copies of Flage, some copies of Null Drifter, getting it down with Doorkeeper Thrall, or using the Stifle onto the battlefield. Most of the times, the Stifle is going to be used on opponent's lands because that is going to gain you tempo, and using the tempo, we are actually going to be playing this card called Ragavan, which wasn't part of this deck before. So we're going to be utilizing Ragavans and Stifles to get some mana advantage and tempo, so you can really get ahead cheating out these big creatures. So having said that, I'm going to be hopping over to some Timeless BO3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. All right. Now that is a hand I can get behind. Holy. This hand is something else. Goodbye. Man, oh man. What a hand. What is this? 5 color something? Monkey. No, thank you. This is evil. This is absolutely evil. Do I need that? I don't. This is absolutely hideously evil. Oh, it puts a stop there now. Before you had to full control. So like if you drew a Stifle, you could actually animate that. Oh, it's a Solitude deck. Let's get this Flage out. That was brutal. Opponent, that was brutal. So is it Jeskai control with splashing black? Like, I don't understand. What a card Stifle is. We'll keep the Ragavan in because I think they're like a control deck. I'll have Dispute and a Spell Pierce. Take the Wrath of the Skies out. And I'll probably bring a copy of an Unlicensed Hearse. I guess I would want Swords instead of Galvanic Discharge. Would they also play Flage? There's a good chance, so... I mean, I can bring a copy of a Surgical as well. Okay. I put the fear on them. I put the fear on them. Up the beanstalk. So it was just the beans deck. Okay, that's fine because we played Doorkeeper Thrall in this deck. Speaking of Doorkeeper Thrall, I wonder how many, like, do I need these? I guess I could keep that one just for another brainstorm. It's so funny the way they're fetching. It's funny. Risen Reef. Okay. Let us Doorkeeper Thrall. That doesn't work. In response, I shall crack it. Blage. Short. This one and that one. Do I kill the Risen Reef now? Or should I just hold on to Mana Drain plus the swords? Maybe I should just Mana Drain plus the swords here. Because in response to Flage, they could Solitude in response. Right? I might actually draw into this land. Yeah. We'll see. I'm not. Get rid of that as well. So they're just playing elementals. Monkey see, monkey do. I guess we should just top the swords. I want to do this because I'm trying to force them to actually like bait out a Solitude. Hey, we got a Risen Reef. Cabaretti Revel. We might actually lose this one because I didn't think it was actually an elemental deck like this. I thought it was something completely different. What? They have a Field of the Dead? What? Hello? Ooh. Wait, does this work? No. The evoke trigger already went on stack, right? Ah, they have another one. Yeah, we might actually lose this one. We might actually lose this one. I didn't think it was gonna be this kind of deck. Let's see. Solitude. How many Solitudes? 2 Solitudes, 2 Omnath. This is their third Risen Reef. But the problem is are the zombies. I don't have Wrath of the Skies.
I can no longer stand by and watch.
Hmm. I mean, I don't know. Can we win this? Seems like they have another Leyline Binding. Yeah, let's just go to next game. I'll bring some Wrath of the Skies this time. I didn't know it was gonna be that kind of deck, so Surgical's out. Spell Pierce? Spell Pierce is okay, but it's not like the greatest either. Oh yeah, Hearse. And don't think that we need that many Wrath of the Skies. I think 2 is enough. Man, first game was sick though. Well, that's a good hand. That is a very good hand. It was actually interesting that they kept in a lot of removal spells. Another Doorkeeper Thrall. I guess we just need lands at the moment, right? Perfect. Perfecto. Probably just keep this one. Risen Reef. Should I mana drain? What does mana draining mean? I guess I can get Null Drifter for free. Do I want to rush this out though? I guess I can still do that. Which is sick. Do I want double white? For Wrath of the Skies? I think I want double red at the moment. Ooh. Got a sneaky Spell Pierce too. And very sneaky. I mean, it does seem like they do have a Solitude. Wish we had one more mana. If that were the case, we could have also, like, Wait. You didn't Solitude? I guess, okay, that makes sense. They didn't have it. They don't have another, white mana card. I guess I should probably just drain. No? Okay. Giganta. Blooded Strand. By the way, for some reason I thought I had a Stifle in my hand, but it was actually Swords. That's why I made that play. Okay, so it's actually... I thought it was gonna be... Huh. Okay. Should I just go to Fairy here? And then just... minus to draw a card? That's probably... not that bad. But they're gonna get a land. I think I'm actually gonna plus because they didn't get anything and they already used an energy there. I feel like they should have saved that energy.
Time for plan B, as soon as I think of one.
Okay, that's actually pretty good. If they used 2 removal spells for that, that would have been really bad, but... Okay, opponent. Okay, okay. Not bad. Okay. Can't really stop it. Until Galvanic Discharge. I can't really use the swords on that, so I need to do it on Ragavan, right? Discharge. Okay, let's sit back. Another monkey. This is a deck with the Felia. Okay.
It's not perfect, but we have peace.
A lot of monkeys. probably should have used the Galvanic Discharge on the Ragavan instead, but it's fine. Do I want to top? Oh, I can't fetch a white land. Do I want to just get back a Galvanic Discharge or something like that? That's a lot of lands. Ooh, another Unstable Amulet's kind of scary. But they can't quite kill it right now. Oh, it's okay. It's over. It's over. Man, what a card Wrath of the Skies is. What a card. We're gonna cut some Stifles in this matchup for swords. March. We can leave up one Stifle. Actually, are they playing Flage? They must be, right? They're playing Giganta. We'll have a Surgical Extract as well. I think that's about it. Oh, we have to cut the Ragavans. My bad. I mean, Ragavans could be good. Ragavans could be good. Like, after a full board wipe. Could be good. I'm not a big fan of doing this, but I don't like using swords on opponent's turn versus an Ocelot Pride deck, but this does leave myself open to a Ragavan.
Teamwork triumphs.
I really want to go Flage next turn, but this... I guess we can just go Doorkeeper into Mana Drain. Ooh, they played a land first, so they could have a removal spell. If I try to Doorkeeper throw a flash in, maybe they will Surveil? No? Okay, I think I might have to Surgical Extract the Blood Moon. It's too much of a threat. Okay, so they have a Galvanic Discharge, Static Prison, and Ocelot Pride. And they have 2 Flage. They kept in 3 Galvanic Discharge and 2 Lightning Bolts and 2 Static Prisons. Yeah, I know this is like a pretty bad one. So we have to avoid this Galvanic Discharge somehow. Can I get another land with this? Pretty risky. Okay, we don't want this one yet. I could Doorkeeper throw into Null Drifter. Let's just kill that Johnny. Too much of a threat. Because they could like transform it with the Galvanic Discharge. That's what I'm afraid of. Okay, we got 3 islands now. How do I bait out their Galvanic Discharge? I think I have to just go Plage again on the Oslo Pride. Ooh. Oh, they can't cast it. That's really fortunate of me. That was insane what happened there. So I could top a Swords, or I could top a Brainstorm. Let's just go with the Swords. Okay, perfect. We're just missing 1 red source. We play 15 copies of red source. Get rid of you. Nice. This is actually so broken what I'm about to do. Wait. White, white. There's no white, red. No! No! I was about to Flage. And then Doorkeeper throw in response. I mean, I guess they can just Galvanic Discharge anyways. Fine. You got me. The computer fans are going crazy because Magic the Gathering requires just so much graphical fidelity. Yeah, look, like if I just did this and I get rid of the Galvanic Discharge as well, would have been sick. So now we're kind of back to square one, aren't we? I mean, we are fueling for the Titans. They're gonna use their discharge on the Thrall. They have to. Man. Getting rid of that Blood Moon, like the fact that we don't have to worry about anything is just so sweet. Ooh. Let's see what we can get with this. Hey, Ragavan still coming in handy versus a creature matchup. Believe it or not, this is actually keepable. Rakdos with the Ragavan. It's probably Jund, right? It's probably Jund. Deathray Shaman. Nice. We got some lands here. So we can kill the Deathray Shaman with the Flage, which means I want to keep the... but I also want to keep the Doorkeeper Thrall with the Null Drifter and a Stifle. Oh, we're going to be redrawing these anyways. Let's see. Gonna be shocking that in. I think we might actually want to stifle the Deathray Shaman trigger because they are stuck on lands. No, my Flage. I thought I was gonna Flage here no matter what, but hindsight, because they Cosselect, I should have topped the Arena of Glory so that we can go Arena of Glory, Null Drifter into Swords. Was that what I was gonna say, but... looks like, say goodbye to Deathray Shaman. So far, so good. Alright. So, going second with the Stifle. Is that a good idea? Well, I definitely want another Swords for Ragavan. Going second versus this deck. We probably don't want Ragavans in this matchup. I think I do want March in case they're playing Giganta, so good chance they have Blood Moon as well. We definitely want March. If it's a Jund, hers would be nice, but I'm not sure if it's a Jund. Let's just have a Spell Pierce. Okay. Got some interactions. You love to see it. I feel like I've been kind of losing my voice recently. Ooh. Dotsies first. They have to mulligan though. I mean, I think you have to take the Galvanic Discharge, especially if you have Ragavan in your hand. I'll go this and grab a Plains. Or maybe I should have actually played a Scalding Tarn and grabbed an island. Looks like it's an Orcish Bowmaster. Drawing a lot of lands. Yep, there is the Orcish Bowmaster. Thankfully, we have some Flage. Flage, Flage, whatever you name it. Ooh, a Swords. We drew a tiny bit more lands than I'd like. Just a bit. Surgical. What can you do? So our win con right now is a Null Drifter. It is now a Null Drifter. But that's a really good Surgical because they also sniped the one in my hand. Stifle? No, thank you. So we have 3 islands now for Mystic Sanctuary. Oh, I could have blocked the enter the battle effect trigger with the Doorkeeper Thrall, preventing them from gaining a +1/+1 counter. That's my bad. I kind of spaced out a bit. Keeping this for a copy of a Brainstorm. Gotta find our Null Drifters fast. Abrupt Decay, sure. It does seem like they have another copy of a Surgical. Yep, perhaps. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good.
Fight the good fight. Actually, fight all the fights. Magic? We have muscle.
Yeah, it turns out flooding like this, definitely not ideal. Well, now we are in for some big trouble, so...
I am not going to sit this way. No, I am not making this up as I go.
So many lands. What's going on here?
We are large and in charge.
I'm kind of spacing out here. My bad. But I don't think it would matter, honestly. We just didn't do anything this game, so... Yeah, we didn't do anything this game. We just played a bunch of lands. That's it. Alright, so... Going first... Let us try that again. Okay, this is nice. I'm just not sure if I should actually keep 3 lands here. What to do? Be greedy? Yep. Love being greedy. Come on, fetch land. It was not a fetch land. Bum 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 bum. All right. Love me some stifles. There it is again. I'll crack one of them. So I'm also looking for some playable cards. Or lands. Also take lands as well. Sure. I'm not sure if I should take another Stifle with the Mystic Sanctuary. I think I'd rather just top another mana drain, perhaps. Yeah, I should probably just top another mana drain. Nether Goyf. And a Shaman.
Trust me. You'll thank me later. That's more
Let's
like
just
it.
do this. And that right Shaman kills a Teferi. That's fine. I just need to be wary
Only
of
time will tell.
their Minkskin Boo. These are all 1-mana cards, right? So I can just go for 1. Or should I wait? I could even wait. It's not like these cards are really posing a threat at the moment. Attacking even with the Deathray Shaman. Maybe I should have actually blocked. Man, where are our Null Drifters or Flage? This is kind of getting crazy. Oh yeah, that's how the Wrath of the Skies work. I should pay more energy. Whoops. Not used to playing Wrath of the Skies, my bad. Pick your poison. I'm glad that's the card that they had. Yeah, where's my Null Drifters and Flage? Hello? Anytime now. Are we so behind on cards? Another Doorkeeper Thrall. These all must be like removal spells if they're not playing right. Bogart Trawler. Another pick your poison. All right. Ooh. Oh my god. How many pick your poisons do you have in your deck? What? There's no way. There's no way you play that many pick your poisons. What? No way. Yeah, that's crazy, by the way. That many pick your poisons in your deck? Like, how do you have cyber slots? Where's my flage? Where's my flage? 1 second here. $25 cards deep in, almost 30. Flage is missing in action. Oh my god. Might be dead. Wow, that's actually crazy. Wow, this card is hideous here. But maybe with the power of Ragavan plus a Gallic Discharge, it's not so bad, maybe? Into a Surveil land. At least that's a good sign. I'd really like if they, you know, just played a one-mana creature. So I really need this Ragavan to stick here. Oh, they're playing a Phoenix. A Phoenix deck. Okay. They're playing a combo deck here. A Faithless Looting, you say? That's actually really good. Maybe discard these. Whoa, a Sorin with the Buried Alive?
I drink only the finest.
That's pretty bad.
Join my crusade.
That's pretty bad. Buried Alive, though, that's pretty strange, right? 4 cards in the yard. Maybe I should have waited until their second main phase, because they could still be a Phoenix deck. Like, I don't know. What, you actually have Surgical main deck? Oh. I mean... Sure. What to do? We need double white. Rogren Triumph. Discharge this. And play the Flage out. Ooh, a mana drain.
childish games bore me.
Last card is maybe a fatal push then? Into a looting. Did I already have Arena of Glory in my hand? If so, this is definitely a misplay, right? Yeah. I shouldn't have cracked this. I think I just drew Mana Drain though. Oh, I'm so sad. Oh my god. Everything is just going so poorly. I thought I had 4 islands. This is literally the most disastrous game I've ever played. Everything is going wrong. Everything. Literally everything. Yeah, opponent decides to miss 4 damage there for some reason. They have a surgical extract main deck. Okay, I need like a Teferi, Wrath of the Skies, Null Drifters. Something here. I need something here. Okay. Let's go. Wrath of the Skies? Four. This is 4 mana. Okay, we're in it. We are in it to win it. Oh my god. What is this? How are they that good? How is my opponent that good at this game? Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy that they actually top deck the reanimate there just in time. That is crazy. Yeah, we got another Wrath of the Skies. Can I block with this? We did it. We did it. Made 2 critical mistakes this game. And we're still in it. And they used 3 reanimates and a Sorin. My god. Help me. It seems like a pretty tough matchup. Unless they go exactly Sorin. But even then, I mean, like, I have swords. I have Wrath of the Skies. By the way, I hate these, like, card back bugs. Like, I don't know how they coded the game. Like, how does opponent's card back effect apply to mine, but in the front? Like, it's crazy. Absolutely nuts. So I don't think they play Bowmaster, so Ragavan is actually really good. Doorkeeper Thrall is actually really good as well because it actually stops the Saint Elenda. I mean, I gotta cut something, so I'm guessing like Spell Pierce. They do play quite a bit of fetch lands as well. Maybe a Stifle, go down on Galvanic Discharge. Maybe Teferi actually. Maybe a Flage. Let's go down on Stifle. I mean, turn 1 Surgical seems amazing, so let's keep that. They have a Fury. What? Why do they have a Fury? Like for Ragavan, maybe? It also seems like they have a Surgical as well. Okay. We gotta Shrek it rich. No counter spells in sight, which is not good. Which is not where you want to be. Perfect. I don't need Wrath of the Skies at the moment, right? Whew, that was very dangerous, by the way. I'm happy we won that after just punting incredibly hard in game 1. Okay, so lost to a John deck, and we just kind of flooded without drawing any Teferi, Snowdrifter, or Flage. So I was kind of thinking, right? I was kind of thinking maybe we need more ways of drawing a card. So the problem here is we're playing this card called Doorkeeper Thrall, right? We're playing this card called Doorkeeper Thrall, which prevents the One Ring from getting the protection. Now that is a very big issue, isn't it? I do really want to play One Ring in this deck, but I just can't see myself actually playing this card, especially in a 20 land deck, right? You'd have to like cut the Ragavan, go up to 4 copies of One Ring, and you also have to cut 2 more cards for 2 more lands, which is a bit hard to actually achieve. Unless you cut the Doorkeeper Thrall. I really like playing with this card in this deck, so yeah. So I'm just gonna blame it on the luck and just move on with this deck. But overall, I think the deck was actually pretty sick. Ragavan did a lot today, which was also pretty sick. I think the Teferi's sick, Flage is sick, Null Drifter is very sick. The Doorkeeper Thrall surprisingly stops a lot. Energy decks, for example. It also stops Aatroxa. Although we actually, didn't play against any show and tells today, but especially in game 1, if you can somehow get your opponents with some copies of a Stifle into a Doorkeeper Thrall, that might be enough to actually slow them down enough, and then you can Flage into a win as well. Or you could also really get them in game 1 with the Ragavan as well. So those are kind of the options versus a show and tell game 1. Obviously, game 1 is going to be a little bit rough if you don't draw into Mana Drain. But hopefully, post-sideboard, you got a copy of Spell Pierce, Test of Talons, Lavinia's, Disruptor Flute on the show and tell, and Mystical Dispute. Hopefully that's going to be enough. The main sideboard, we actually don't have that much for energy just because we are so favored versus energy anyways. With the Flage, Wrath of the Skies, Source of Plowshares, Galvanic Discharge. The sideboard, you just got like 1 copy of Swords and 2 copies of March. In case, if you see that opponent's playing Giganta, they're most likely going to bring some Blood Moons. So this is where the March comes in handy. And you also have 2 copies of Alpine Moon just for Field of the Dead. Or you can also put this card in versus Shift and Tell as well. You can call Shifting Woodland, things like that. So yeah, that is gonna be it for today's video. Pretty interesting deck today with the deck is more like a mid-range than a control deck, just because we are also playing some copies of Ragavan. And that can actually really win you the game versus other control decks. So like if they're not really expecting a Ragavan and then Ragavan just comes out of nowhere. So yeah, that is gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.